Welcome to the Shamrock Sports Talk Show with your hosts, Igor Mitic from Serbia, Europe, and Andy Vernon from Concord, New Hampshire. We are about pride, tradition, sweat, tears, victory, and determination of Boston sports. Give us a ring at 512-543-4662. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, let's get into the Shamrock Sports Talk Show. Welcome to the Shamrock Sports Talk Show with your hosts, Igor Mitic from Serbia, Europe, and Andy Vernon from Concord, New Hampshire. We are about pride, tradition, sweat, tears, victory, and determination of Boston sports. Give us a ring at 512-543-4662. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, let's get into the Shamrock Sports Talk Show. Hello, and thank you for tuning into the In the Zone Sports Talk Show Network, LLC, where you can find the best in sports talk television and radio shows. Mondays, check out the Just Us Sports Talk Show from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with your hosts, Kevin L. Dixon and Dana Clark. Then Tuesday, we have the Stars Talking Cowboys Sports Show from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern with your hosts, Sean Fox, K Boogie, and Cowboys Nikki. And on Wednesday, tune in for the Out the Block Sports Talk Show from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with hosts Robert Lewis, Donna Hainsworth, and Brett Shields. Then meet up with us on Saturday for the Enhanced Sports Talk Show from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern with hosts Lou Tenor and Steve Davidson. We also have the DMV Sports Talk Show from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern with your host, Razul McGee. As well, we have the Shamrock Sports Talk Show from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern with Igor Mitic and Andy Vernon. Finally, rounding out the week, we have on Sunday, That's Not How We See It Sports Talk Show from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern with your host, Alfred Wallace, Tony Wallace, and Harold Robinson III. These shows come to you by way of the In the Zone Sports Talk Show Network, LLC. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Shamrock Sports Talk Show. This is season 1, episode number 24. Sadly, I'm alone tonight because my partner Andy Vernon is busy tonight. You can find the shirt like this one in our store, and of course you can find in the Celtics stores the Celtics items. If you're the Celtics fan like me, I'm going to wear this item tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, prior to the game number 7 between number 2 Boston Celtics and number 3 Philadelphia 76ers, game number 7, 3:30 p.m. Eastern in TD Garden tomorrow night. This series is the only series that is alive. Before this, I must say that this show is coming thanks to the Zone Sports Talk Radio. You can find and the Zone Sports Talk Radio site. You can find and the Zone Sports Talk Radio Facebook page. You can find Shamrock Sports Talk page at Twitter, our official Twitter page, and you can find us there. I will show you this page in a minute. You can write us there. We will try to answer you. This is our Shamrock Sports Talk Show Twitter page. If you can see, I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. So you can write us at Shamrock Sports Talk Show page, official Twitter account of the radio show called Shamrock Sports Talk Show, ran by Igor, Mitic, and Vernon, and then the Zone Sports Talk Radio. You can also watch the shows on YouTube, Kevin Dixon's and the Zone Sports Talk Radio YouTube channel, and you can also subscribe to TRI 99 application. The costs are $4.99 per 1 month and $40 per year. And you can watch on Roku TV all our shows. Write us, subscribe, and thank you for supporting us. Now let's talk about the games number 6. This is actually about the game 5. The Celtics lose to 76ers, the game 5, 115-103. This is an embarrassing performance, and the Celtics were second away from 3-1 lead, and they collapsed since. I actually have the statistics from this very game, I think. Yes. So in the game number 5, as you can see, Joel Embiid, 33 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks. Then also Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is 30 points, 6 of 12 shooting threes, 7 rebounds. James Harden, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. Tobias Harris, 16 points, 7 of 10 field goals, 11 rebounds. Jayson Tatum, 36 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists in the game number 5 in Boston. Jaylen Brown, 24 points, 3 of 6 for threes, 6 rebounds, and Marcus Smart, 14 points, 2 of 7 field goals, and 4 assists. This is about the game number 5. Now about game number 6. Let me find the statistics that I prepared about the game number. This is actually game number 4. Yes, in overtime, the Sixers won 116-115 in the game number 4. The game number 4, Sixers tied the series with this win overtime by clutch shot by James Harden. Jayson Tatum, 24 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks. Jaylen Brown, 23 points, 10 of 16 field goals, 5 assists. Marcus Smart, 21 points, 4 of 10 for threes, 7 assists. James Harden, 42 points, 16 of 23 field goals, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. James Harden, 34 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. Tyrese Maxey, only 14 points, 6 of 17 field goals, and 8 rebounds. Now, this is the graphic from the game number 4 against Boston. in this game. So Harden 42 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and Joel Embiid 34 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists combined. Harden and Embiid 75 points. That's why they won. Let me first guide you through the pictures. I will try to talk about Jaylen Brown making second All-NBA team, meaning that he is eligible for 5 years, 295 millions extension this summer. So he is eligible for 5 years, 295 millions extension this summer. Congratulations to Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown for making Jaylen Brown's second All-NBA team and Jayson Tatum making first All-NBA team. Other NBA news are that Denver Nuggets defeated their opponents and they are in the Western Conference Finals. Congratulations to Nikola Jokic and Denver Nuggets. In the picture, you can see the other players: Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, and Contavious Caldwell-Pope with Nikola Jokic. In the game number 5, you saw in TD Garden embarrassing loss 103-115. As you can see, congratulations to Mr. Derek White, who is our probably the best defender this season. He made NBA All-Defensive Second Team. Also, he is elite defender and elite shot blocker. You can see with OG Anunoby, Dylan Brooks, Draymond Green, Derek White, and another player. He is in the NBA All-Defensive Second Team. Congratulations. All-Defensive Second Team. So this is proving how much he is worth to Boston Celtics, and congratulations to him. Now, Magic Johnson, is he right or not? I think he's right about the game number 4. So Irving Magic Johnson said, I thought the Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla had made mistake not to calling out a timeout and setting up a play in the final seconds of the game number 4. I totally agree with Magic Johnson. This is the game we're talking about. Tatum 24, Brown 23, 24 and 18, and 4 blocks. Brown 23, 10 of 16 field goals, 5 assists. Marcus Smart 21 points, 4 of 10 for 3, 7 assists. James Harden 43 points, 16 of 23 field goals, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Joel Embiid 34 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists. Tyrese Maxey 14 points, 6 of 17 field goals, 8 rebounds. And this is famous game number 4, loss after overtime. Embarrassing, clutch shoot by Harden. Embarrassing losses in the game number 5 in Boston when they blew us out. Harden knocked live this series. In the wins, he had 87 points. Just like I said with Andy, the key to the series is Harden and Embiid must score 70-plus points to match the Celtic stars, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, because without them and without James Harden exploding and joining Embiid in the scoring stats sheet, 30-plus points, they do not have enough points. In the game number 6, in their win, in the game number 5, in their win in TD Garden, Tyrese Maxey exploded with 30-plus points. But you see, in 2 wins, Harden 87 points, field goal 62%, 13 of 23 for threes, 15 assists. In losses, only 2 losses, 28 points, 18% field goals, 2 of 13 for threes, 15 assists. Without Harden scoring 30 plus points tomorrow, and also Embiid scoring 30 plus points, like in the game number 4 that I mentioned. In the game number 4 that I mentioned, they scored like 75 points, and won. They won the game. Without them, they do not have any chance. This is the stats sheet from the game number 4. 42 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. The Harden is the key to the Sixers' success. If James Harden appears in his best game, he will have the Sixers will have the opportunity to win this whole series. If not, they will lose tomorrow. Lakers are Lakers defeated Golden State Warriors 4-2. They are now the favorites to win the West, sadly, because I do not root for the Lakers. I root for the Celtics. The Lakers are playing good. The trio of LeBron James, the Anthony Davis, they want another ring, like Anthony Davis said. And this is the time. D'Angelo Russell is there. Reeves is there. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, is there. He played his role. And Anthony Schroeder is there. And the other players, so they have a pretty good team, and they're in the good form in right time, and the coach set them really well, and the Lakers are coming. The Lakers are coming now. 115, 103. This is embarrassing loss. 33 points Embiid, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks. Tyrese Maxey 30 points in this win, and 17 points from Harden. So you can see trio Embiid, Maxey, Harden. They had like 80 points together, and that lifted the Sixers. That trio must score 80 points again tomorrow if the Sixers need to want to win. Tatum and Brown did their job with Tatum 36, 10, and 5. Brown 24 points, 3 of 6 for threes, and 6 rebounds. It's like 60 points from Tatum and Brown. Smart added 14. So, pardon. So Smart added 14. So it means that Celtics trio scored 74 points. The Sixers trio scored 80 points. So you can see that they outscored us. One of the reasons why the Sixers defeated the Celtics in the game number 5. Let me show you the Kia NBA All-Team results. You can see that the voting results: Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jayson Tatum, Joel Embiid, Philadelphia, Shai Gilchrist Alexander from Oklahoma, and Luka Doncic from Dallas are in the first All-NBA team. In the second All-NBA team, you see Nikola Jokic from Denver. Many, including me, thinking that Nikola Jokic deserved more, but he sadly is not in the first All NBA team. I think that he was MVP candidate. He lost from Joel Embiid. Now he lost the first All NBA team place. So Nikola Jokic is there from Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell, Stephen Curry, Golden State Warriors, Jimmy Butler, Miami, well deserved, and Jaylen Brown, Boston. Jaylen Brown is there. That allows him to be eligible for extension, 5 years, 259 millions. I will talk about that a little later. Jaylen Brown. The third All-NBA team 2022-23 season, Domantas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, Sacramento, Damian Lillard, Portland. Then who do we got? Julius Randle, New York Knicks, and LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James making all NBA teams. I want to say this is from the game number 5 and the game number um, from the game number 5 and for the game number 6. So this is what it is working, and you can change White and Smart, maybe probably if Smart not feeling well, but other than that, you stay with this lineup. So you have Al Horford, you have big, double big lineup. You have Al Horford, you have Robert Williams, you have Jaylen Brown, you have Jayson Tatum, and you have Marcus Smart. And from the bench, you have White and Brogdon. Shorter rotations, big, double big lineup. I was saying all time long the series that. The Celtics need to go double big lineup to match the heights of Philadelphia 76ers bigs. Philadelphia went big only in the game number, I mean, without Embiid, game number 1. Paul Reed did the job, but otherwise they have Tobias Harris, they have Joel Embiid, they have Paul Reed, they have really heights and quality inside the paint, and the Celtics need double big lineup with Robert Williams III and Al Horford to match their heights. Al Horford is power forward. He operates well at power forward spot and better in the pick and roll sets when he's operating from power forward spots. So I think that Joe Mazzulla should not and must not change this lineup if he wants to win the game number um, 7. And I think that he's not that stupid to change the lineup that is winning. Now you can see that contract extensions values by making all NBA teams. Jayson Tatum first all NBA team, Jaylen Brown second all NBA team. So let me just tell you that the Celtics will be forced to pay them more than 600 millions if they want to retain them. 613 millions to retain Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown via NBA Sports. So they will likely have to pay 615 millions to retain both Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So this is the report from contract extension values. And this is the report about Philadelphia 76ers. They really blew it in the game number in the game number 6. I think that the Celtics will win the game number 7. The game number 7. Let me just find. The Sixers had the home court, the series lead, the MVP on the floor, with the Celtics committing the most turnovers of any team this postseason, and the Jayson Tatum shooting 1 or 14 for the floor, 14 from the floor. They allowed 14 and 1 or 14 from the floor until the 4 points. So they allowed 14 and 1 run in the last 4 minutes to send the series back to Boston for the game number 7. that was really a meltdown, and about the Celtics and about the West, I said, and I will repeat it. Let me just find you the pictures. This is the first time all season that the Lakers have been favored to win the West, and they are the favorites to win the West. So if you ask yourself who is the favorite to win the West, these are Los Angeles Lakers. Boston Celtics were the favorites to win the East, by the way, but we will see what happens. Miami Heat is there waiting, and um, James Harden was clutch, and he had 42 points, and he hits the important game-winning three to secure the win over the Celtics. MVP Joel Embiid in the game number 4, double-double, 34 points, 13 rebounds, as the Philly levels the series in the game number 4. Takeaways from the game number 6. That the Celtics won 95-86. 95-86. This is the graphic from the game. Takeaways from the game number 6 are up at the Celtics blog. Keith Smith, not today, Philadelphia. Marcus Smart carried the Celtics. Brown on the attack. Missoula's little tweaks, Missoula's little in-game tweaks. Tatum did it all, but score early. Also, Tatum scored late. Horford stops in the clutch. Brogdon and White bounce back, and home, sweet home again. Now, let me tell you the statistics. Al Horford 2 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist. He was 0. Robert Williams III, 27 minutes, second start in the series, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, plus 11. Jaylen Brown, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He was plus 8. Jayson Tatum had 19 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. As you can see, also he was clutch in the fourth. 16 points in the fourth period, including 4 threes in the last 3 and 40 minutes. Marcus Smart, 22 minutes, 7 points, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Derek White, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and Malcolm Brogdon, 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. I will find you the statistics. The series tied 3-3. Now let me tell you about Boston shooting 42% field goals and 15 of 35 for threes. So Rob 10-2, but immeasurable impact on the offense. Robert Williams, fantastic defensive game. I would say in Philadelphia, Robert Williams, Boston 42%, Boston shooting 15 of 35 for threes. Now, let me tell you Philadelphia's stat sheet. Philadelphia, Maxi 20, Embiid, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Tobias Harris, 2 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. PJ Tucker, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals. Harden, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Therese Maxey, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Maxey 26, 5, 3, 3. So 26 points Embiid and Maxey, but Harden was shy, 13 points. Like I said, Harden is the key to the series for the Sixers. From the bench, Niang 6 points, Derrick Howe Jr. 3 points, and Springer 2. But pretty much that's it. Also shooting 8 for 34 for threes. Boston made 15 threes. Philadelphia made 8 threes. That's plus 21 from the 3 points line. And this is why the Celtics won this game number 6. Now let me see you and let me tell you actually what are the takeaways from the game number 6. The Celtics forced one important win. The Celtics defeated the Sixers 85 95-86. Boston came up big to force the game 7 back to Boston. Number 1, in the Game of Thrones, there is a scene. So the Boston season was on the brink of death, and the Celtics said, "Not today." This team never makes it easy. Maybe that's their calling card for whatever reasons. The harder path, uh, they better play. It was a team-wide success as Joe Mazzulla came up lineup and rotation calls. Plasky came up on court adjustments with the schemes and coverage. Only 7 players saw action, but they all contributed in the positive ways. And it all add it all up, and the Boston Celtics, like Arya Stark, live to fight another day. Marcus Smart may not have the best heroic games, but he was Boston's best player in the game number 6. Never afraid of the moment, Marcus Smart stepped up and made several big plays throughout the game. Marcus Smart made several big plays throughout the game. 6, never afraid of the moment. You had feeling that Marcus Smart will have the big night at the beginning. A little later, Smart pinch it a took ball away from Joel Embiid, ultimately drawing a transitional foul from Embiid. Marcus Smart's feeling good now and confidently let it fly for 3. And when he's feeling good, Marcus Smart tends to be everywhere defensively. This steal and hard push gets the Sixers cross matched and open up the floor for Jaylen Brown. And score another play really easy at the beginning of the second half. Marcus Smart settled into his playmaker mode. First, he was gorgeous, no-look pass to Robert Williams for a dunk. A couple of possessions later, Marcus Smart patience in transition paid off. He set up to Al Horford for easy one. Then later, near the end, the Celtics needed a hoop. Marcus Smart delivered. It was those not to be denied performances from the Celtics' heart and soul. Every time Boston needed a big play, Marcus Smart was involved and made it open. For a decent stretch of the game, Jaylen Brown carried the Celtics offense. He hit some jumpers, but 3 periods, Jaylen Brown was the point of the offense. The Sixers could not guard him. That attack mindset showed up, and he finished strong late in the second period. Then in the second half, Jaylen Brown went right to Joel Embiid and scored in the paint when Philadelphia overreacted to Brown's drives. He found the shooters, and the shooters hits the 3. Jaylen Brown also not going to be denied, and he wasn't afraid to attack Joel Embiid head-to-head. Also, number 4, we mentioned before, Joe Mazzulla's big change, inserting Robert Williams into the starting lineup. I loved it. Williams replaced Derek White, and the change has impactful. Robert Williams' size, athleticism showed up to the help defense several times in the pick-and-roll sets. Whether that came against Joel Embiid, as Robert Williams functions as designated double teamer, or he helped the Sixers draw. Williams altered a lot of shoots in the paint, so he was designated double teamer, or He helped when the Sixers draw. He also shore up defensive rebounds, and the Sixers managed only 6 offensive rebounds. Mazzulla's other change was to play just 7 players. Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White was the only players from the bench, and they all more or less stayed in the rhythm with only one exceptions, and we'll cover it next. Another tweak to the schemes and coverage changes were little more suitable. Boston played less drop coverage, so no drop coverage, especially on the tight pick and roll plays around the elbow that Philadelphia went a lot in the game number 5. So they destroyed us in the elbow tight pick and roll plays, spread pick and roll plays when we were drop coverage. Embiid and Harden destroyed us in the game number 5, scored a 75 points. That is, Maxey added his. So with Williams behind him to clean up, actually in the game number 5, I think that the three of them scored 80 points with and for the 115-103 win. Al Horford did a lot of more coming up to the level ball on the screen actions. So with Williams behind him to clean up, Al Horford did with the Williams behind him to came up. So let me just one moment. So we didn't made a drop coverage, and you could see a little later, I will show you that Boston Celtics are not defending pick and roll bad. So schemes and coverage, Boston played less drop coverage, especially on the tight pick and roll plays on the elbow that Philadelphia exploited in game number 5. With Williams behind him to clean up, Horford did more coming up to the level ball screens. And finally, Mazzulla used a bunch of timeouts in the small spots. He used a couple of to quell Sixers run, but he had the real pulse when the guys needed a breather. Mazzulla even used one to seems to be just get Jaylen Brown into the rhythm, and he saved his challenge and used it perfectly to remove a foul and 2 free throws when Horford came up with a big stop late. So kudos to Mazzulla. He's growing. He corrected his mistakes from game number 4 and 5. Jayson Tatum, another one. Jayson Tatum shoot was nowhere to found in the 3 periods, 1 of 14 for 44 minutes. Tatum couldn't make a shots, but that didn't keep him to be clutch in the 4th with 16 points and 4 of 4 for threes in the last 4 minutes. First, in the transition, a nice catch and pass from Tatum to Robert Williams to dunk. Also, Tatum's defense was excellent throughout the game. It's rare that we had someone to get Harden step back and block, but Tatum was there. After contesting the shoots and getting rebounds, Jayson Tatum got Boston out running again and find the smart to the open 3. When James Harden found Tobias Harris with a hit ahead, Tatum took it away. All the other stuff was there from Jayson Tatum when the scoring wasn't, so the scoring came in the 4th. Number 6, and fall those shoots eventually did. With Boston down 2, their stars had no hesitation despite the poor shooting nights to this point. First, Jayson Tatum got that long step back 2 following a big stop. Tatum and Marcus Smart worked the pick and pop to perfection and shoot, and one more time for the dagger to series back to Boston, the 3. Number 7, sandwiched in between all those monster shoots from Jayson Tatum, huge plays for Al Horford to get stops in the game number 6. First of all, Al Horford came up with a big strip of James Harden after successful challenge from Joe Mazzulla that led to a late clock lunch that missed. On Philadelphia's next possession, Horford picked up Harden on the switch play again. This time he stayed in front and contested the baseline runner to miss. Overall, Horford held Philadelphia without a made field goal, and Boston held Philadelphia without made field goal for almost final 6 minutes of the game. They were locked in, led by veteran leader. And number 8, Malcolm Brogdon, had pretty miserable game 5. In game 6, he came out firing, helped stabilize the Celtics offense early. This is good read by Jaylen Brown in transition, and Brogdon delivered a pull-up 3. A couple of plays later, Brogdon is working in the half court with Embiid laying back and Marcus Smart getting just enough of the defender. Brogdon is up and his pull-up 3 again. Derek White took the lineup change from the stride. He just did everything. He came off the bench, did everything. It was good to see White take his shoots without hesitation. Nice pass to Jaylen Brown out of the double team, and White scored the net. We know how good Derek White is in blocks. He did it all. Everyone did something to help Boston Celtics win in the game number 6 on the road. Jayson Tatum came up bigger when the Celtics needed him in the fourth and in the clutch. Now it's do or die game number 7 in TD Garden for the spot in the Eastern Conference Finals to face Miami Heat. Miami Heat are waiting patiently the rivals in the Eastern Conference Finals. It sounds familiar because this is exactly the spot where the Celtics were a year ago. Jayson Tatum came up big in the game number 6 to force the game number 7 against Milwaukee, and the Celtics played the game number 7 in the home crowd with the Heat waiting for the victory on the other side. We will find out Sunday if the history is repeating, and the Celtics know what they need to do to be in the Eastern Conference Finals and the big finals. The Celtics already asked the crowd to make TD Garden hostile, miserable, unwelcome environment to the 76ers. It's game number 7, one of the most played series in the NBA history, the Celtics and the Sixers, one of the most glorified series in the history, and it comes down to get it done for the Celtics. This is about the game number 6. And what else do we have? Yes, of course, we have the starters for the game number 5 and 6. You can see that there Robert Williams, Horford, Tatum, Brown, Marcus Smart, Sixers, Embiid, PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris, Maxey, Harden. Please, Joe Mazzulla, do not change anything. Please, Joe Mazzulla, do not change anything. So this is from the game number 6. Now it's to game number 7, and you can see it is a do or die game. The Celtics were in exact spot the last year. We won, and we were in the Eastern Conference Finals. So we will see. Are we going to be in the finals again? And is history repeating or not? Let me just repeat you the important thing. This is Kia All NBA teams, and I will read you the implications of those NBA teams. So Kia All NBA first team: Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee Bucks; Luka Doncic, Dallas Mavericks; Joel Embiid, Philadelphia; Shea Gilchrist, Alexander, Oklahoma, and Jayson Tatum, of course, and Jayson Tatum. Kia second All NBA team: Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, Golden State Warriors; Nikola Jokic, Denver Nuggets; Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland. So I will correct Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum. Okay, never mind. So this is the first and the second All NBA teams. What are the contractual implications? Boston's two stars are now eligible for Supermax contract extensions. The Boston were well represented in the All NBA teams because Malcolm Brogdon won Sixth Man of the Year award. Brown and Tatum are in the first and second All NBA team. Derek White second All NBA defensive team. So it is all recognition to the Boston Celtics as franchise. So Tatum was named All NBA first team. Brown made All NBA second team for both players. This honor is noteworthy recognition for their accomplishments from the past regular season. They also came up significant contractual implications for both Tatum and Brown. We will start with Jaylen Brown. His situation is more immediate. Brown is under contract throughout the next season, 31.8 million after maxing out bonuses, because Brown will need to re-earn those bonuses next year. This year he made it. The bonuses are all now considered likely a part of his cap hit for the next year. 31.8 million the next year. However, the real boon for Brown is he is eligible for designated veteran extension by virtue making All NBA team. A designated veteran extension, so-called Supermax, in Brown's case worth 5 years, 259 millions, allows Jaylen Brown to skip 30% of the cap max salary tier to jump to 35% of the max salary tier. That makes him eligible for 5 years extension throughout from 2024-25 throughout 2028-29 years. So extension would go from 2024-25 throughout 2028-29 year. The structure will be like this. In 2024-25, 50 millions. In 2025-26, 54 millions. In 2026-27, 58 millions. In 2026-27, 58 millions. In 2027-28, 62 millions. In 2028-29, 66 millions. This is 5 years, 290 millions. 5 years, 290 millions. 5 years, 290 millions for 2024-25 throughout 2028-29. This is a full 5 years maximum deal, 35% of the cap with 8% raises. It's very likely that fifth year would be a player option, and most designated players deals came up with a player option in the final year number 5. The Celtics can offer this extension to the Brown as soon as midnight of July 1st. So on July 1st, Celtics can offer extension. The expectation is Brown will receive this offer from Boston should he choose not to sign. This set the alarm bell to the Celtics front office. No player has really turned down designated player extension to this point outside of Kawhi Leonard. And Leonard's situation was more about to be traded or being eligible to sign a Supermax VC, actually turning the deal down. The most likely situation is that Brown will get and sign the designated veteran extension 5 years, 290 millions, because the things work in the NBA. If he's unhappy a year or two into the deal, he will ask for trade. Or if the Celtics feel a change needed, they will move him to the different direction year or two after extension. On the most important notes, if Brown signs designated veteran extension, he would be ineligible to be traded for at least 1 year away from the date of signing. That means that he will be locked to stay to the Celtics the entire 2023-24 season. If he signs an extension, he will be ineligible to be traded the entire 2023-24 year if he signs an extension. So Jayson Tatum's situation is a little bit further down the line, as he's just completing year 2 of his contract 5 years contract, isn't eligible to sign an extension until the summer of 2024. At this point, Tatum would decline his player option for the 2025-26. He could then add 5 new seasons into the deal, running from 2000. If he declines the player option for 2025-26, he could add 5 years, starting from 2025-26 throughout 2029-30th. From 2025-26 throughout 2029-30th. That deal currently would project like this: 2025-26, 53.2 millions. 2026-27, 57.4 millions. 2027-28, 61.7 millions. 2028-29, 65.9 millions, and 2029-30, 70.2 millions. Total 5 years, 308.5 millions. 308.5 millions. Like Brown, that's a full year maximum deal of 35% cap and 8% rises. Much like we said with Jaylen Brown, Tatum is not eligible until summer 2024 for extension, and he would decline option for 2024-25 to add the 5 years from starting from 2025-26 until 2029-30th, 5 years, 308.5 millions. Much like Jaylen Brown, the final season of contract would be player option. Tatum would be 32. He could feel comfortable cashing in to the max deal, whatever it looks like in 2029, as another maximum deal. As Tatum was MVP candidate and established player, the Celtics will likely add him via designated veteran extension offer midnight July the 1st, 2024. He is eligible for designated veteran extension if he made all NBA teams the next year on midnight July 1st, 2024. Brown is eligible on midnight July 1st, 2023 for designated veteran extension. They will just have to be patient 14 months or so. In important note with Tatum extension, that the NBA will negotiate new media rights starting to 2025-26 year. This could make the projected 53 million salary in extension up to 55 millions. And one last note to the Tatum. He's already made all NBA team for 2 consecutive seasons, 2021-22 and 2022-23. He is already eligible to sign designated veteran extension in summer of 2024 or midnight July 1st, 2024. So that's no matter what happens during 2023-24, he is already eligible because he made all NBA teams 2 seasons in a row. If he doesn't make all NBA teams in the year 2023-24, never mind, he is eligible for the designated veteran extension. To be eligible through the all NBA criteria, the player only needs to make all NBA teams for 2 of the previous 3 seasons, which Tatum did. So all projections are currently, but the deal could make the first year of Jayson Tatum, like I said, 53 millions in the first year, 2025-26, up to 55 millions. I hope that you enjoyed in this explanation as much as I did. What is left to told you? So the stats. The Celtics are holding teams to 40%. The pick and roll roller, Horford defending solidly. Embiid holding teams to 40% in the pick and roll sets, 0.93 points per possession and 7.8% foul rate according to Adam Taylor NBA. Follow him on Instagram. So the Celtics have been doing a really solid job when guarding the paint, and they sent the help defender in Robert Williamson. They improved guarding Harden and Embiid pick and roll sets in the game number 6. This is from the game number 6, a win in Philadelphia, 95-86. Jayson Tatum after the big win in Philadelphia. Humbly, I'm one of the best basketball players in the world. He just needs to be more consistent. More consistent, please. This is all NBA's second team: Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, Nikola Jokic, and Donovan Mitchell. Maybe Jokic deserved to be in the first team, but it is what it is. The all NBA first team: Jayson Tatum, Shai Gilgeous Alexander, Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, respectively. Milwaukee, Dallas, Philadelphia, Oklahoma, and Boston. Big success for Oklahoma, Shai Gilgeous Alexander. And congratulations to him. This is the playoff picture, current picture. You saw Denver defeated the Phoenix Suns 4-2. We will see what happens to the trio of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton and Kevin Durant. There are rumors that Ayton would be traded. We will see. Chris Paul injury prone. And this season is failure, like Kendrick Perkins said, failure to Phoenix Suns, projected to be the champs by after Kevin Durant trend, or at least in the finals. Denver Nuggets success in the Western Conference Finals, but the Lakers are the favorites. The Lakers are the favorites there. They have former MVP Nikola Jokic, the good starting five: Jamal Murray, then who is there? Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, then Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Michael Porter Jr., but Lakers with LeBron James, with Anthony Davis, and really D'Angelo Russell improved their chances. Derek Schroeder, Lonnie Walker IV played the big role against Golden State Warriors. One game in the fourth, he had like 15 points in the fourth quarter of the game number 5, if I'm correct, or 4 against Golden State Warriors. Then Reeves is playing well, and they are a really good team. Lakers favorites to make it to the finals. Miami Heat 4-2, easy one. The Knicks exceeded expectations, so they can be happy with the season. Jalen Brunson is a star. RJ Barrett improved. They have to figure it out what they do with the Randall. Robinson and the guys in the paint doing really good job. But the Knicks have job to do. Good job by Tom Thibodeau. Miami Heat, like Kendrick Perkins said, probably is Miami Heat, like Kendrick Perkins said. I will try to find this tweet. Jimmy Butler is superstar. Eric Spoelstra is probably the best coach in the NBA. With Pat Riley, they have championship culture, and probably the best culture, one of the best cultures in the NBA, championship cultures. They develop and draft very well the players, and they have superstar in Jimmy Butler and good supporting role casts. There is no doubt that they came from playing tournament into the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Sixers and the Celtics. The Celtics are the favorites. Doc Rivers played 19 games number 7. He lost 12 games. He won 7 games. He didn't have the good tracking records of the games number 7. So this is another reason why I believe the Celtics will win the game number 7, because Doc Rivers lost 12 out of 19 game 7. Another one, how the Celtics defend the pick and roll ball handler in James Harden, Jaylen Brown, primary defender. They holding the teams to 40%. 0.93 points per possession, 7.8 foul rate. Also, how they defend the pick and roll ball roller. They holding teams to 44.1%. They holding teams to 1.03 points per possession and 5% fouling rate. All I have to say is that they need to stop dropping coverage with Al Horford in the pick and roll sets, double team more, blitz more. The Horford needs to jump in the hard hedge pick and roll sets, and doubling more with Robert Williams and sending help defenders in James Harden and Joel Embiid pick and roll will make a wonder from you. That was your show season 1 show number 24. I'm Igor Mitic. Tonight Andy was absent because he was working, but we hope that the next Saturday 7 p.m. Eastern the Celtics will be alive in the playoffs. We'll be playing the Eastern Conference Finals with Miami Heat, and I hope that Andy will be there. I'm Igor Mitic, so find us at our Twitter, Shamrock Sports Talk Show. I showed you my Twitter account, our Twitter account, and the Zone Sports Talk Radio, the Facebook, and the Zone Sports Talk Radio site, and also Roku TV, TRI 99 app. I'm wishing you good night and go Celtics tomorrow against the Sixers.
Welcome to the Shamrock Sports Talk Show with your hosts, Igor Mitic from Serbia, Europe, and Andy Vernon from Concord, New Hampshire. We are about pride, tradition, sweat, tears, victory, and determination of Boston sports. Give us a ring at 512-543-4662. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, let's get Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the In the Zone Sports Talk Show Network, LLC, where you can find the best in sports talk television and radio shows. Mondays, check out the Just Us Sports Talk Show from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with your hosts, Kevin L. Dixon and Dana Clark. Then Tuesday, we have the Stars Talking Cowboys Sports Show from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern with your hosts, Sean Fox, K Boogie, and Cowboys Nikki. And on Wednesday, tune in for the Out the Block Sports Talk Show from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with hosts Robert Lewis, Donna Hainsworth, and Brett Shields. Then meet up with us on Saturday for the Enhanced Sports Talk Show from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern with hosts Lou Tenor and Steve Davidson. We also have the DMV Sports Talk Show from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern with your host Razul McGee. As well, we have the Shamrock Sports Talk Show from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern with Igor Mitic and Andy Vernon. Finally, rounding out the week, we have on Sunday, That's Not How We See It Sports Talk Show from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern with your host, Alfred Wallace, Tony Wallace, and Harold Robinson III. These shows come to you by way of the In the Zone Sports Talk Show Network, LLC. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support.